But before we go on to some other one of the layer one solutions, any other thoughts on ETH going forward?
Yeah, I mean, I think that if you just sort of like look at it in relation to Bitcoin and look at that sort of like that market cycle stuff that we talked about. Let me just share one more chart here with you. Um, if we sort of normalize it to that last shakeout we had in March of 2020 and compared what happened back in the last cycle, I look at it and say, look, we're sort of seeing a similar thing,
And
right? We're
this
probably going to have some.
and what are these two lines? The yellow and the white? Just so I
So the
know.
yellow one is sort of like cycle one for Ethereum, like
Oh,
2015 to 2018.
okay, got it.
And then this one is from the final shakeout in March of 2020 until today.
Okay, nice. And you kind of normalize the price at the beginning of the cycle so we can compare them. And it's
Right.
logarithmic scale as well.
Yeah, logarithmic scale. You can see that last cycle, Ethereum had about a year period where it just went sideways. This
Uh,
cycle, we've also, we're I mean, you kind of argue what is the definition of sideways, but it does go through those phases during the cycle where it more or less just goes sideways for a while. And actually, it's interesting that you can see that last cycle it sort of had a bottom here, a double bottom at about 20x ROI, like right here, and then again before it started trending higher. Looks like it might have done something similar to that this cycle too, like right here, and then again before starting to trend higher. I speculate that we're going to continue trending up like this, and ultimately we won't put in returns that we saw last cycle, but we still should see somewhat fairly attractive returns.
so that's $15,000 ETH, maybe. Was that high
Ooh,
for that cycle?
yeah, I mean, like
It's
if we were
probably
to go,
high.
so 100x, if we were to go from 100x up, you're talking about a 10K ETH just to get to 100x, and a 20x would put it up at 20,000. I mean, it sort of depends on how high we go. But yeah, I mean, over here, this was or sorry, 200x, yeah, 100 and 200x, not 20. But yeah, we sort of bottomed here at around a 20x.
Okay, that's fascinating. So if it has a similar cycle, there is some more upside on this piece and a little bit more time is what
Yeah,
this.
yeah. I think we have plenty of time, to be completely honest. Time is on our side, right? I mean, I think generally time is on our side here. We should trend higher, but look, I mean, that doesn't mean we have to go up tomorrow. Consolidation for months here and there, perfectly normal. There was a period where Ethereum went sideways for a year, and then over here it went sideways for half a year. Okay, so you can still get those phases where it doesn't really do anything for a while, but then ultimately it breaks out and trends higher.